Ah, Gary, the proverbial professional newbie, right? Like you've been doing this so long, you've got 347 posts, you've gotten liked a bunch, and you've been on the forum since 2010. So yeah, I feel you on this. One of the things that everybody else is kind of chiming in on is that yeah, you gotta kind of stick to one thing. Obviously, you've heard that before, right? I'm not trying to patronize you, but one of the things that you've acquired and amassed is the kind of the curse of knowledge, right? Like you know all this stuff. I'm sure me and you know the same amount of stuff, and since you said SEO, I'm pretty sure you know more SEO than I do. Yet you are looking at things, you're stuck in the kind of the forest for the trees kind of situation. So if I may, hopefully give you some insight. So you got these, like one of the things you know how to do is a service for somebody else, but you haven't been able to sell effectively to a collective just yet. So one of the easiest ways that I found, for the most part, if I may, is I help people, help others, accomplish whatever their goals are. So I call it the, proactively reactive approach. And you got all of these sites, like Craigslist and stuff like that, where you can look up, what people are, what they're doing, right? Like I'm just gonna go here just quickly to give you a quick demonstration. Services, right? Like you got people that they're offering services. This guy's helping people move, but he doesn't have any ads or anything like that, right? He doesn't know what direction to go into. So again, one of the things to do is you can just reach out to folks that are obviously trying but not doing it effectively. That's been my initial approach, and one that I recommend people start with. But if you don't want to spam people, which is kind of what it feels like when you're reaching out and cold calling folks, which is very very proactive, by the way, and you will get work from that if you stuck with it. Can you imagine reaching out to 100 people and then just getting calls or something like that? But if you don't want to do that, which is completely understandable, what you may want to consider doing is starting with what you offer, right? Like sort of drop these little uh, bombs on, let's just say need help moving, and I don't know why it came up with boxes moving companies, I guess, and I'll do it in New York City. It's a huge enough city, right? So you got all these companies that are paying for ads here, ad space, right? What if you drew up like a little SEO guide to help them, see that, you can get from here to here, and this is how this guy do it. Maybe you give away Big Apple's secret for how he got into the A slot, if that's what you know how to do. I don't know, whatever it is that you know how to do. And the other thing you can do, and you should be, in my opinion, of course, is going out to stuff like Elance, right? Or any one of those. You're on the Warrior Forum. It's owned by Freelancer right now, right? And you have a lot of people looking to, to outsource work too. So if you have a portfolio, you can leverage that, and you should. Like oh, it took me to Upwork. But anyway, you can go to these different sites and you can help people out. Make your little booklet, make it something that's worthwhile, but don't give them anything to do per se. Just give them stuff that they ought to consider, right? Like you're just adding salt to the wound, because there are people out there, if they're paying for ads, which is what these folks are doing, then that they're trying to get business. So why not help them accelerate that, amplify that, augment that, give them ways to help them do that sort of stuff for themselves. Consider what I'm doing here, right? I'm reaching out to you because I see that you're paying, and like this stuff is really helpful on two levels. Like you're seeing it, but I'm pretty sure other people will come across this will also see it, and you make yourself the expert in whatever it is that you do. I tend to help people find guerrilla strategies to make money, doing various things that other people don't do. I kind of try and utilize lateral thinking with everything that I do, and I have a course on that, and I'm not going to go ahead and spam that here, but I'll just mention it. I have that available for people that are trying to figure this out. So even if I have something that they cannot buy, I'm sorry, that they want to buy but they can't because they don't have money, I've given them a means that can satisfy an itch. They don't have an excuse when they encounter me, because I give them a way to do things. I jog their memory and their innovation. So I hope that was helpful and useful. I want to keep this under 5 minutes. Get your feedback on this. Best of luck to you, because I know what it's like to feel like you're running around chasing your tail because you're looking for the easy button. Unfortunately, this does take a little bit of work, but you can um, do it if you stick with it and you stick with one thing. And obviously reach out to people that need help, that have a pain point, and some money helps too. So I hope you found this useful, and talk soon.